Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
In this sacred manual of power manifestation, which serves as a scriptural authority containing the Shastra Pramanas, eternal unchangeable truths, Apta Pramanas, Atma Pramanas, Sakshi Pramanas, and Prataksha Pramanas, we present to you the various powers of Paramashiva. By this, we place before humanity the supreme authenticity of the power manifestation science established by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Nityananda Paramashivam. Paramashiva has systematically revealed these powers in their purest forms as various techniques and revelations to experience pure oneness with Paramashiva. As a direct experience of oneness with Paramashiva, his Shaktis powerfully manifest in an initiated being at different levels of human consciousness, physicality, physiology, psychology, and neurology permanently. We offer these power manifestation manuals to celebrate your experience of oneness with the Supreme Paramashiva. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam, Jnanapadati Manual, under the guidance of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let's start with the Sadguru Vandanam. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Let's go through the disclaimers. Security measures. No photography, video, audio recording. Important cautions. Please be aware of the important cautions. What is power manifestation? Let's hear from Bhagavan himself explaining what is power manifestation.
All the 25 states of consciousness, when they happen in you due to your chemicals and hormones ups and downs, it is powerlessness. When it happens in you out of your free will and consciousness, it is powerfulness. That's all. When you fall into sleep, it is powerlessness. When you enter into sleep, it is powerfulness. When you fall into dream, it is powerlessness. When you decide to dream, it is powerfulness. So I have added the ultimate powerfulness, Turiyatita, in your whole being and doing. Manifest all the powers. Understand, power manifestation is nothing but cognitive shift. It is not work. It is cognitive shift. Understand? It is just cognitive shift. It's not work. Work is a 4-letter word. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, playing with life, playing with being alive. Static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence, all these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want. Power manifestation is cognitive shift, raising your frequency, not work.
Now let's understand who is Paramashiva. Bhagavan himself has beautifully explained the Paramashiva in all of us.
Paramashiva does manifestation, maintenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. He resides in his supreme Paramashiva Swarupa as Ajomuha or Adhomuha, unborn, beyond form, formlessness. His Paramashiva Swarupa. That Paramashiva Swarupa manifests with these 5 faces as Sadashiva, Tatpurusha, Vamadeva, Ahora, Satyojata, Ishana. 5 faces he manifests and does the Panchakritya, Srishti, manifestation, Sthiti, sustenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, Anugraha, liberation. Understand? He does all these 5 jobs. Through these 5 phases. Now listen carefully. Tatpurusham, Vamadevam, Satyojatam, Ahoram, Ishanam. These 5 phases does Panchakrityas. Each phase, each dimension is not just one F-A-C-E phase, P-H-A-S-E phase. It's not just F-A-C-E, P-H-A-S-E. Understand? The creation. Not just creation getting created. Even sustenance need to be created. Destruction need to be created. And pulling out of delusion need to be created. Liberation need to be created. Then creation, manifestation need to be maintained. Maintenance, sthiti itself need to be maintained. Destruction, samhara, the rejuvenation need to be sustained, maintained when it is happening. Pulling out of delusion, trobhava, need to be maintained when it is happening. And anugraha, liberation, need to be maintained when it is happening. Those micromilliseconds when it is happening. So understand, Satyojata Murti as 5 phase, Ishana Murti as 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti as 5 phase, Agora Murti has 5 phase, Tatpurusha Murti has 5 phase. So, Tatpurusha Murti as is 5 phase, Agora Murti has is 5 phase, Vamadeva Murti has is 5 phase, Satyojata Murti has his 5 phase, Ishana Murti has his 5 phase. All these 5 Murtis, 5 phases put together is 25 phases of Mahasadashiva.
Bhagavan beautifully explained Paramashiva. Now, who is His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam? Let's hear from Bhagwan himself. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam is a reviver of Kailasha, the ancient Enlightenment civilization, the great cosmic borderless nation. Is an avatar from and is a Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam has made Science of Power Manifestation Yoga temple-based university for humanity, Sovijian Order of Kailasha, led by His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam and Nityananda Order of Monks, Nuns, Hindu diasporas are working for global peace to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Nityananda Hindu University, world's largest with extended campus in 150 countries, is collecting, organizing, preserving, time-capsuling, decoding, spreading and reviving 20 million source books of Hinduism and 64 sacred arts, science like Ayurveda, music, dance, sculpting, astrology, Vastu, and many more. His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam is 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shamalapita Sarvanyapita, ancient apex body of Hinduism and present emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Swamrajyam. His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam has survived the worst persecution of multiple assassination attempts on person and character by anti-Hindu elements. Beautifully, Bhagwan now explains who is His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam.
Everything is infinitely powerful. You realize your potentiality. You establish yourself in the completion, space of completion. You are God, that's all. All of us are gods. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience the skin of the stone on rock on which I was sitting and the skin of this body. Both carry me equally. In both I exist equally. Sangha is a place where the tattvas are taught to you, and till it becomes satya, you are supported. Akhadas are basically founded by Sadashiva himself. All is ganas, Shiva ganas. Exactly the word gana means. In your length, breadth, depth, if you are filled by Shiva, you are Shiva Gana. All the Shiva Ganas formed the first Akhada. Later on, much later, Kapila Muni organizes Mahanirvani Akhada. Then all other Akhadas. Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. What I am teaching is from original Agamas Yogapada. The science very clearly declares, Sadashiva is very clear, manifestation of these powers happen when you experience oneness with Sadashiva. When you choose your guru, the best thing is find a person who is enlightened, experienced, who can play with energy, who can directly transmit experience to you, and who is in tune with the original Shastras, the source of the knowledge. All the revealed scriptures available about the yoga directly by Sadashiva for you to do research, study, practice, question the people who teach.
The science of power manifestation is a gift to the humanity, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Diksha, or the initiation from His Divine Holiness, Nityananda Paramashivam, makes the science directly an experience for the initiates. The experience is directly authenticated by the Pramanas. The Shastra Pramanas, the eternal, unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Veda and Agamas. The Apta Pramanas, the experience of the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nayanamars, Alvars, and Siddhars, who are the authority of Hinduism, who have scientists who time-tested and verified the science of power manifestation. The Atma Pramanas are the avatar who land on the planet Earth to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar, personal experience of power manifestation. Shakshi Pramanas, or the experience of the millions of disciples, devotees, and followers initiated into the science of power manifestation by Bhagavan himself. Pratyaksha Pramanas, or the scientific studies which can be measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Nityananda Jnanapatiti for the power of body scanning, simple remedies. Powerful cognition from Bhagavan Satsang.
Your presence is weightlessness. Let you be very clear. This is an important key to understand this whole sutra. Daman Dachobha Sambhukta Sukshmagnitilaka Kritim Bindum Shikante Hridaye Layante Dhyayato Layaha. Layante means non-existence or weightlessness. Even weightlessness is not a right word because I don't have any other word, I am using that word. Please understand the truth which I am expressing, which I am explaining. That will give you an idea. Beautiful sutra. Layante dhyayato layaha. It says, become weightless and enter into the laya, means beyond the mind, the weightless space itself. Let you become weightless and enter the space beyond mind. The key is your presence is weightlessness. You can see in your life, if you are feeling heaviness in some part of the body, you have not given your presence to that part of the body. You have not attended that part of the body. If you have a knee pain or stomach pain, just put your awareness on that area for 10 minutes. Simply you will see the pain will disappear. I tell you, because not only I practiced, there are so many of our devotees, disciples who are doctors, medical doctors have practiced this technique. And they say it really works, Swamiji. All you need to do is, where you have pain, just put your awareness in that area. Do not remember the word pain, just drop that word and look what is happening in that area. Just see what is happening in that area. Just relax. Just give your presence and you will see, simply you experience the weightlessness. Not only with your body, even with other persons, even in the outer world, if you are feeling heavy with somebody, give your attention, the weight will disappear. You will carry your heaviness. As long as you don't have courage to give your attention to that person, as long as you don't have courage to open with that person, if you can open up and drop the heaviness, you will see even your relationship becomes weightless. You will not have weight in your head. All your ego is nothing but you not giving your presence, you not giving your awareness to that part of you. Wherever it hurts, whether it is physical, mental, in relationship wise, give your awareness, give your presence. Immediately that hurting will disappear. Because your presence by its own nature heals. Your presence, your very presence has got the power to heal. People ask me, Swamiji, for your meditation techniques, for your healing, your presence is necessary. I tell them, my presence is not necessary, your presence is enough. For my healing to work, for my meditations to work, my presence is not necessary, your presence is enough. But you need to give your presence. You forgot how to be present. That is why you are depending on my presence. If you can be present, you don't need my presence. You don't need my presence. You are caught with so many things. You are caught in so many things. Even if you are present physically, never ever think you are present here. You can see in your life, morning when you get up and brush your teeth, already your mind is in the office, thinking and planning. When you are sitting in the office, already you are in the house, trying to clean and do something. When you are in the house, already you are in the temple or beach or in the discourse, thinking what you are supposed to do going there and what you should do, what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do, with whom you want to fight, with whom you want to relate, and what you want to do this, what you plan everything. When you are in the lecture, already you are sitting here and thinking when to go back to the house. I don't know when he will finish the lecture, and I don't know when the energization will be over. I don't know how long it is going to take. I think in the gap itself I will go away. I have to go. It is getting too late nowadays. The energization is ending only in 11 o'clock. You are sitting and planning. Be very clear, if you are here, you are not here. That one thing is sure. If you are here, you are not here. You forgot how to be present. You forgot how to be simple. You forgot how to be relaxed. You forgot how to be. That is why you are constantly dependent on my presence. If you can relax into your presence, you don't need my presence. Shiva says, your presence is weightlessness. Layante means nothingness, disappearing. By your very presence, you are weightlessness. For example, feel how a cow is lying and he is there, he is eating, he is swallowing, he is drinking, but there is no being inside. He has got life, but there is no individuality. There is no personality. For your body to carry its regular things, for your body to live on this planet Earth, you don't need personality. You don't need individuality. Your body can be alive on this planet Earth without personality. Let it be very clear, constantly you are frightened, threatened by society unless you carry your identities, unless you hold on to your identities, you cannot protect yourself. But it is your identity which creates all physical and mental sickness. When somebody gives you torture, when somebody gives you suffering, you feel sick of them. But one thing which gives you constant suffering, which nags you whole day, you don't feel sick of that. That's your identity. Constantly you are being nagged, beaten, tortured, but you don't feel sick of it. Because society has taught you, without it you can't live. Without it you can't live. I tell you, without it you will live in a much more beautiful way, in a much more wonderful way. Whenever it is necessary, automatically your biointelligence will awaken. Even if you have to fight, automatically your being will fight. Whatever has to happen, those words will come out, that body language will express, and you will relax. You will not be bothered. You will not carry that constant irritation. I have always seen people who do rehearsal to fight, when they are on the spot, they will not be able to fight, because all the arguments which they prepared will not come to their memory. They would have prepared all the arguments. I have always seen these wives or husbands, after the fight is over, when they are sitting in the sofa in the different rooms, that time all the arguments which you thought you should, which did not come to the memory, will come back. Whatever arguments which would have helped you to win, or you think would have helped you to win, which did not come at that time, will be coming in when you are sitting alone. And you will be ready with all these arguments. When he comes back from the office, you will start again. And suddenly again you will say, after 2-3 statements, you forget the big project which you prepared or the big file which you prepared. It's not there again. And you wait. Again that night you will be sitting and doing your homework, remembering everything. And next day morning when you start again, you will miss. Person who fights with individuality, means having an individuality and fighting. Even fighting you won't be able to do properly. Let you be clear. You always think with individuality you can protect yourself. You can't. Because with individuality, constantly you are dependent on your past experience. You are preparing arguments. If he says this way, I will tell this way. If he talks this way, I will talk this way. If he comes this way, I will come this way. You are ready with some 10-12 type of arguments. And one important thing, present is never going to be like a past. Even if he even if he comes with the same argument, sometimes just because of your pressure or tension, you will not have exact counter argument. After fighting, after 1 hour, suddenly you will remember, Arey, this is what I thought, now I forgot. You will be sitting and repenting. I think all of you will be able to relate with the example what I am saying. All of you would have gone through the same. Let it be very clear. Even in your life, you cannot protect you if you carry the identity, if you carry individuality, if you carry personality, because it is completely related to past. It is nowhere related to present. It's nothing to do with present. It is nothing to do with spontaneity.
Bhagwan has given how the presence heals everything. Now let's go to the Shastra Pramana.
स्वदेहे जगतो वापि सूक्ष्मसूक्ष्मतराणि च तत्त्वानि यानि निलयं ध्यात्वान्ते व्यज्यते परा.
Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 54, Dharana 31. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitution principle of your whole body or the whole universe simultaneously consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause by the experience of such restful awareness, one become complete from all thoughts, and the ultimate universe, divine power, Paradevi, Adi Shakti, is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. So beautifully, Bhagavan gave us a powerful cognition how the presence and how we live, even in the most difficult times, it will simply happen. And leaving it to happen and not have the personality or the character is how we can live and heal ourselves in different levels and layers. Again and again, he tells about how the presence, in the presence, we are very light, we do not exist, and nothingness just happens to be the reality at that moment. When you're nothing, you become all inclusive and infinity. Bhagavan beautifully says how we can exist as such a beautiful species when we start living the presence. When we want to heal, it's our presence. The whole thing does not copy into the next cell. The whole body keeps on regenerating. But because of our mind, the thoughts only copy everything. When the thoughts are not there, when we are in complete presence, simply we see the whole thing not getting copied, the whole bio memory of muscle memory that has been copied is because of the mind. When we are in prison, nothing gets copied and we are liberated from all the pains and problems. It becomes the most beautiful remedy for us. Bhagavan beautifully says how the healing happens. Every time that we see in different Puranas that healing simply happens when you get into the space of oneness with Paramashiva. Arnagiri Anadar, he had the most horrible disease and he wanted to jump from the Tiruvannamalai temple tower. And Muruga Subramanya came and just healed him, and instant completion happened. From the depth of Arunagiri that he just dropped it and simply he got healed in few seconds. He decided not to copy and just live in the presence of Muruga as Subramanya has his very own self and simply started singing the Tirupugal. These instances that are revealed in the scriptures are nothing but truth, and many have walked out of cancer and major diseases when they decide to live in the presence. More and more, the presence can heal all the problems that we experience as issues and problems and diseases. By such Charitra, chapter 1 through 3. Here, Sai Baba was grinding wheat and instructed the villagers to spread the floor at the border of the village. The villager did it even though they did not know why. But later they all realized that the villagers were completely free from cholera while the other villagers were affected by it. Bhagavan always gives the best decision, blessings, by just giving simple solutions and start holding a beautiful space of just solving all these critical problems. Let's go to Atma Pramana.
Atma Pramana are Leelas of Bhagavan. Bhagavan narrates, walk on the earth without shoes. In that land, what grows will supply exactly what you need for your body. Looks too difficult to believe, but after I started doing that, I realized my body does not need any other medicine, anything else actually. Bhagavan narrates.
The human beings have become so distanced from the real life, are ready to explore things. We become so far away from at least I can tell you from my experience, village boy, when I was 5 or 6, I opened all the alarm clocks in my house and I will set it back, put it back. I don't see all that in the modern day kids. It's all about that stupid cell phone. Involvement with the reality has drastically reduced. Our whole life is nothing but the screen. Whether your love, your relationships, even your sex, everything is limited to that screen. Am I right? Almost. No, almost. Everything has been reduced to that screen. Involvement with the reality has drastically come down. It is so unfortunate, especially the food, the plastic food dumped into your system. See, all the things which you eat, none of them have life. They are all not grown from life. My guru used to tell, please walk without chappal or covering your feet. Whatever grows in that land, eat, because Mother Earth records when you walk without shoes what all the ingredients are missing in your body. She records what you need for your body, nutrients or vitamins, whatever. Whatever is missing in your body, she produces in that food which grows in that land. And eat that and live. It is too mind-boggling concept. I tell you, only after I started doing it, I realized you don't need any external medicine if you know to live with the nature. Mother Earth, Bhumata, walk on the earth without shoes. In that land, what grows will supply exactly what you need for your body. Looks too difficult to believe, but after I started doing that, I realized it. Your body does not need any other medicine, anything else. Actually, maybe 2 years before, due to these continuous classes, day and night, and in the night time, the web-based programs for the outside India, all these, my whole eating habits have gone chaos, and no question of rest. It became like a too much on the system. So I had some stomach issues. I remembered my guru telling this, walk on the earth and what grows eat. So I started walking without chappal for a few days. Suddenly I saw in my courtyard a new plant coming up. No seed, nothing, just coming up. I was wondering what is going on. How come suddenly, between the rocks, new plant coming up. And one of the devotee Ayurvedic doctor, he said, Swamiji, if you can get this plant and add it in your food, your stomach will be completely healed. I said, where to get? When he walked into the courtyard, he said, this is the plant. This is the plant. And throughout the campus we searched, we did not find another one. Nobody knows from where the seed has come, from where the plant has come. Understand, it is not that just for me miraculously nature is doing. It is the nature's life. I was ready to play with it, so she showed the miracles to me. Anybody willing to play with her, she shows her miracles to you. Nature is miraculous. If we are ready to play, she shows it. She demonstrates her love, her care. If we go back to the food with life, our life also will start more interacting, more alive, more vibrant, more overflowing.
Shakshi Pramanas are the initiated disciple devotees all over the world, manifesting the powers, demonstrating, and sharing their testimonial. Here we can see a Balasans demonstrating the power of simple remedies, power of manifesting body scan.
That Swamiji himself has blessed. When we see through third eye, we'll be able to not just see you, even see, I don't know you, you might be miles away, thousands of miles away. And there's that too, it's a live video. So you're thousands of miles away. So I don't know you. I don't even know the details about you. Obviously, I'll not even know what problems you're having in your body. But using this power, I'll be able to use that. Actually, two powers I'm going to be using here. One is a remote vision power. Sitting here, I'm going to be scanning you who is miles away. And second is a body scanning power, where I'm actually going to be scanning your body and revealing all your problems. Okay. Shen Manji Shiva Shakti. Okay. You want a body to be scanned? Sure. I scanned your body. First thing that was revealed to me is there's a lot of heat in your stomach. And if you see, there's no strength in the stomach. You will feel it kind of a loose thing in your stomach. There's no, see, usually we have something called as a core strength. That strength is what we use when we need to take any decisions. If you see, you won't be able to decide whether is this right or that right so easily. Many times you'll just get stuck in even making decisions. So that problem you will face only because the stomach area, that muscles are not tight. Once that core strength happens, you will simply see, or even just by you making yourself as a strong person, you having a stronger identity, you will be able to have that core strength. And second thing that was revealed to me is this excess of heat happening in your body. If you see your eyes, you'll start feeling drowsiness many times. You will not know why, but like very tired. Whether you would have done something or not done something, the tiredness would start in you. So these are the two things that was revealed to me.
Beautifully, we got the Shakshi Pramana, Apta Pramana, Atma Pramana. Now let's go to the instruction for understanding how to manifest the power of body scanning and simple remedies. And let's go to Pratyaksha Pramana also to understand the science behind the power manifestation.
Pratyaksha Pramana. Scientific studies, what can be measured, measuring the effect of being in enlightenment state, healing visible on brain activity. On April of 2005, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nityananda Paramashivam met with Dr. William Collins, a leading researcher and neurofeedback specialist in St. Louis, USA. He requested to study the brain activity of Swamiji along with that of a patient at the time he was healing the latter. The patient was injured in a car accident 10 years earlier and consequently suffered from affected nerves. The world is not going to believe this, exclaimed Dr. Collins, at seeing the outstanding observations recorded. Source taken from Avatar Shastra, Chapter 1, an introduction, page 60 and 61, paragraph title, During Healing. Now, we will watch a video presenting the scientific research and discovered phenomena on Swamiji during the healing meditation and enlightenment.
Like most enlightened masters, one of the unique gifts that Nityananda has to offer to humanity is healing, called as Nitya spiritual healing. Nitya spiritual healing has been baffling the medical world, healing people from migraine to cancer. He has personally touched and healed thousands of people all over the world. Nityananda participates and encourages scientific researchers to derive evidences for meditation and healing through meditation. Research has been done on the brainwave patterns, heart rate variability, and skin conductance level tests when Nityananda was healing. The heart rate variability analysis is a useful tool to explore energetic transactions between two subjects. As shown in the graph, shifts in the power spectra signal were recorded in the receiving volunteer during healing by Swamiji, and also when Swamiji was sending healing energy into the room, not specifically directed to any subject. The skin conductance level is a measure of skin conductance to electricity. Sensors were fitted to the fingertips of Swamiji, and during healing, sudden increase in skin conductance level was observed as Swamiji is running energy to deliver during healing. Both heart rate variability and skin conductance level showed that during healing there is increased level of sympathetic autonomic nervous system activity as the energy is focused for healing.
Setting up things for doing body scanning for simple remedies. Camera and timestamp, Nyananjan, partner, and a pencil and paper for both of them. Let us set the camera. Download the timestamp app, click on the video, ensure that the time is seen on the screen very clearly. Make sure the camera is facing you and the partner, and the place is very bright lit with a nice no sound in the background. Make sure it is in wide angle. These are very special moments. Don't forget to set up the camera. All the Shakti Avishkarana is the manifestation of Shakti is captured on camera. You never know what all you'll be recording. So go ahead and make sure the camera is ready. The guidelines: turn on the video recording, apply the Nyananjan in your third eye, bring your awareness to your third eye, scan your partner, give remedies. What are the remedies? Wherever you see, these are simple remedies that you are giving. Pen down whatever is seen. Verify with your partner, ask them to Google and verify the detail that if it matches exactly what is there. If any other experience like Kundalini Shakti or just few things are correct, you've started manifesting the power. Go ahead and celebrate that by sharing with the world. Simply more and more, you will start manifesting powers. The depth dimension starts happening when we start talking about it more and more and more. Verify the video is all fine and share with the world, family, and friends with powerful cognition. Listen to others' power manifestation experiences to entangle with them.
Power manifestation instructions. Let's sit straight, the head, neck, and back in a straight line, so that beautifully the Kundalini energy raises to the Agnya where the manifestation happens. Usually our awareness is on Muladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipuraha, where navel center, your below navel center. Here, bringing the awareness to your third eye and sitting straight will give us amazing possibility of power manifestation. Now let's understand few words that Bhagavan is repeatedly using. Shaktipada, oneness, be unclutched, initiation. So here first we will see in Bhagavan's words what is Shaktipada.
Let me give an introduction about what is Shaktipada process. Please understand. You would have seen or heard about how the chicken sits on the egg and hatches. Of course, in the modern countries, this does not happen. Machine sits on the egg and our egg sits on the machine. In those days, originally when hens and chicken were getting produced on the planet Earth, The hen used to sit on the chicken, and hen used to sit on the egg, and the chicken will come out of the egg. See, same way, Sadashiva, sitting means the ultimate cosmic energy sitting on the individual soul and making the individual soul into cosmic energy is Shaktipada. Hen sitting on the egg and making the chicken happen, same way. You may think, how come, what is going on here? That hen is only sitting just by the body heat of the hen, the egg is becoming chicken. Because no surgery is done and nothing goes inside. It's only sitting. Same way, it is just sitting. It's only the presence, the Shaktipada, makes the individual soul into cosmic soul.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained Shaktipada, how individual soul becomes cosmic soul. And let's listen to initiation.
You see, let me explain the initiation. Initiation is the process beyond your intellectual understanding. The transmission of lamp happens. Now, you understood something intellectually. There is something which is not understood, which can't be transmitted through the words. That is transmitted. That's what we call initiation. Sometimes I tell people that unless you are initiated, the techniques do not create the result. The reason is you do not grasp completely whatever is expressed through words. Initiation is like it just transmits whatever need to be transmitted beyond logic and beyond words. People ask me, why to wear this bracelet or this mala and all those things. This all will remind you. Why bracelet in the hand? It will remind you, before eating, did you meditate? It's a constant reminder. Before eating, let you be reminded, did you do the meditation? That is why this bracelet. That is why this mala. That is why this external things. Sometimes these external things does a big job of reminding you constantly. That is why take the help of external things also, nothing wrong. People ask me, why we can just be spiritual without having external things? If you can, really you are welcome. But I don't think anybody who speaks in that way is successful. I've never seen people becoming successful, avoiding the external things, just having internal things. And it is just a nice way of escaping from yourself.
Beautifully, Bhagavan explained initiation. Let's listen to be unclutched. What is to be unclutched?
The thoughts, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Because the gap between two thoughts is too small. The neutral space between the two thoughts is too small. You think all the thoughts are connected and it is in the shape form. It is not. By your very nature, every thought is independent, illogical, unconnected, and unclutched. Between every thought, you experience a neutral space. When you change the gear, whether you go from neutral to 1 or 1 to 2 or 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 or 4 to whatever gears you may change, but every time you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to the next gear. Even if you want to go from 2 to 3, you have to come to the neutral space. Only then you can go to 3. Same way, between every thought, you experience a neutral space. You experience a neutral space between every thought. Between every thought. That neutral space, that silence is what I call peace or bliss. The peace which exists, the bliss which exists already in you, between every thought, the gap of the thought, the gap between the thoughts, that neutral space is the peace, is the bliss. When you understand you are unconnected, independent, illogical, and unclutched by your very nature, you will start experiencing the neutral space in you, neutral space which exists in you. You will start living from moment to moment in spontaneity. We need to understand one more thing. This technique of being unclutched, it does miracles in your being. In the body level, or in the mental level, or in the being level. In every level, when you understand the truth, by your very nature, you are unclutched. The tremendous quantum transformation. You take a quantum jump. The transformation happens in quantum, not step by step. Just one jump. You take a quantum jump and experience the truth awakening in you.
The oneness space is the most beautiful space that Bhagavan himself is explaining how we are ferocious. Beyond the tiredness and boredom, we can experience the space of oneness and be unclutched.
Oneness is not imagination. Oneness is not visualization. Oneness is not even just declaration. It is your existence. An idea which is you is oneness. The idea which has become part of your very space, which does not tire you or bore you by the passage of the time, is oneness. Mahadeva says in the Agama, Sadashiva beautifully explains in the Agama, Kala, Yama cannot tire you or bring boredom to you if something becomes your space. Devi achieved the blissful state and union with Mahadeva on Shivaratri day because our space became oneness. Anything which brings tiredness or boredom has not yet become your space. If living in this body brings you tiredness and boredom, you are not going to be living in this body forever. When that becomes too much, you are going to drop it and move ahead. If you want to be in oneness forever, it should become part of your space, means you should become ferocious with you and break this very tiredness and boredom. Only when you deal you with the ferociousness, you break the tiredness and boredom. With that ferociousness, you need to make oneness as your space. anything stands as an imagination in the length level, visualization in the breadth level, declaration in the depth level. If you open your time with ferociousness, it just sinks into space level. With this ferociousness, the time layer in you opens, and the oneness from imagination to visualization to declaration, it becomes your space, the way of existence.
The most important, Bhagavan says, being unclutched, understanding the Shaktipada, the oneness space, and chanting the Mahavakya. The Mahavakya, the power of the Mahavakya pushes you into the higher states of consciousness. Here Bhagavan himself explains how we can experience the Shaktipada, raised higher consciousness through Mahavakya.
It's one of the very important revelation by Sadashiva. All the electronic equipments work when the electrons are made to vibrate. That happens by the light. When the electricity is supplied, the light particle vibrates, the electronic equipment starts working. Just like that, the spiritual power and the umbilical cord connection, spiritual umbilical cord connection between you and me, it works with sound particle. For example, my integrity with the cosmos, Sadashiva, Mahasadashiva, it reverberates in certain level of frequency. When you are integrated to me, you also start reverberating in the same frequency. If your integrity goes down, that is when you start connecting with me only as a manager or this organization head or your Purvashram father, mother. Your connection with me goes down to the lower level if the integrity gets reduced. I was wondering, what is the way we can bring people to the higher integrity immediately and the feeling connection, so they start manifesting the powers, they start staying in the space of Sadashivatva. Sadashiva revealed a beautiful sound. I can tell you, this is like a password. At any point, if you are not able to bring yourself to oneness, you are a little shaken, disturbed, or for some reason, you are not able to bring yourself to oneness. This is like a password. You type, whether your mind feels connected or not, the energy will start flowing in you beyond the depth dimension. You see, all mind oscillation, restlessness, all mental idea-based feeling connected or not feeling connected is only length, breadth, depth level, not in the space level. But this sound will straight infuse energy from the space level. Like for example, if the power goes off, automatically the generator will get switched on and the power supply will be going on. So end result will not be lost. Whether government power supply or the generator power supply, end result will not be stopped. So whenever you feel little that oneness is, you are not catching it, just feed this password. Immediately the oneness will open up and you will start manifesting the powers, energy, and the whole space will shift. It is directly from Sadashiva. It's a beautiful sound. I don't even want to say it's a mantra. It is not even a mantra because there is no meaning in it. You can't derive a meaning for it. It just flashed like a password for all the initiations I am giving. One single password for all the initiations I am giving. And The initiations I gave, I'm giving, I'll be giving. For all that. This is like one password. Don't even repeat like a mantra. Just feed like a password. And it will just open up. Your whole being will open up. Listen carefully. It starts with the vibration Om. Listen and then repeat. Om. Very deep. Om. Nityananda. Nityananda. Maha Sadashivoham.
So Bhagavan gave beautiful explanation of how you can be in Shaktipada. Visualize Paramashiva who has come down as Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam from Kailasha. Remembering Paramashiva in your third eye, again and again, bringing your awareness to your third eye simply makes you manifest powers. Absolute unclutching. How Bhagavan said, the neutral zone, nothing ever touches the screen. Like same way, the movie does not touch the screen, whether it is happening in ferocious or any soft, beautiful, nothing touches the screen. Be unclutched like the screen. And to experience the state of Paramashiva, your inner space being completely unclutched. Complete completion to experience the space of Paramashiva. Inside us, the complete completion happens when we are in tune with Paramashiva. That everything is redundant and irrelevant. The essence of completion is irrelevant. Nothing matters in your life because everything is complete completion. Oneness with Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, in ferocious breaking the boredom and tiredness, just being in the space of oneness with Paramashiva to manifest the powers of Paramashiva. Tyaga as Paramashiva is your only strength, now declaring complete integrity with Bhagavan to experience the being of Paramashiva. How Bhagavan said, chanting the Mahavakya raises your frequency and that is your only strength to manifest any reality. Being in this beautiful space of Paramashiva, you can experience such a beautiful space, state, powers, and becoming the being of Paramashiva, manifesting whatever you want. Now, you'll be manifesting the powers, watching the oneness capsule, and chanting the Mahavakya, Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. We'll be playing the Mahavakya and the oneness capsule for you to manifest powers. At end of the Mahavakya, you can start with the verification and sharing and causing. Thank you.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour Let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Jnananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Jnananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda 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 Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nityananda Paramashivam 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nityananda Paramashivam 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 Om Nityananda Paramashivam.
Verify that no video editing is done. Verify it is not stopped or started during the process. All videos are verified with a timestamp. No clues or hints are given. No Bluetooth or gadget during the manifestation. You can use Aushadha, Yantra, Kavi, banyan leaf, Prameshwara Shila, the granite slab. You can apply the Jnananjan and use to scan anybody authentically write down the remedies, the simple remedies, and match it with the Google, whatever is revealed, and do not tamper the data after you get the verification details. Do it very authentically. Authenticity makes the power manifestation more and more in depth. Thank you for participating in the power manifestation of body scanning.
Beautiful. We are at the end of the power manifestation, but most important part of the power manifestation. Here, we are going to share all that you have manifested with the social media groups. Here we have Sri Kailasha Kotyar Manifesting Power Groups. Thousands of people are part of that. And you can share there and you can post your powerful cognition and the videos. The link is tinyurl.com/power manifestation. It is at the left corner of the page. You can click on it and you can post your beautiful experience in the power manifestation group. Why sharing and causing is very important part of power manifestation. Bhagavan beautifully explains that sharing is pulling us out of delusion and causing is liberating us. We are the ones who need to start experiencing the higher states of reality, how we need to exist. Beautifully, Bhagavan explains when you are sharing with others the ultimate beautiful multidimensional logic, your brain rewires into the higher space of consciousness, the Turyatita state. Again and again, when you experience even a little bit, you share with the world, your experience becomes reality. Same thing when you cause others to come and get initiated for higher reality, you are caused into the higher purpose, the ultimate reality. Bhagavan says extreme causing, extreme power manifestation is extreme causing. So beautifully he explains how our strength is declared on Paramashiva. The power manifestation happens exactly in tune to that. And sharing with the world, continuously reiterating ourselves the experience that we had from the powerful cognition and manifesting the space of Paramashiva, the state of Paramashiva, the beings of Paramashiva, we become Paramashiva. Go on sharing and causing, which is the most important part of how you have experienced your reality. When you go to a temple, we pray and we see that beautiful experience happen in us, and then share with the world that how amazing the temple experience has manifested as your reality. Same way, when you manifest powers, when you share with the world, it becomes more and more the depth cognition of you, and you will be experiencing more powers. Even if you're manifested very small, it does not matter the quantity. Bhagavan says the quality is important. If it is authentic, please go ahead and share with the world. Do not doubt, have self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred come and block anything. Experience the ultimate in deep seeking and gratitude. Bhagavan manifest in you with a deep prayer, that asking Bhagavan to make this reality as your existential reality. With that, let's end with the Purna Mantra. Thanking Bhagavan for all these great experience. We have come to the end of the power manifestation course, and we end with the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamadashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhavate Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you for participating in the Jnanapatati, Nityananda Jnanapatati course. Please go ahead and select more power manifestation and every day experience the ultimate reality for yourself. Nityananda.
Om Nityananda Paramashivo